think we're washed out.
Maybe a little bit washed out, but oh well, that's the way it goes. Hi, and welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast. And I'm hearing the Catholic Study Chanel guys in my head.
I'm hearing Laura. Now, what did I do with my thing? Oh, here we go.
You ate it.
I did not, in fact.
My name is Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy on Ravelry and Plurk, and I need to get myself as Franciscan Gypsy on Fitbit as well.
I am Marlecia, also known as Lady Fernico on Plurk and on Ravelry, and apparently also on Fitbit, though I didn't know it. I thought, well, anyway, I'm also Lady Fernico on Fitbit, and I'm Shadow Light on The Writer's Voice. Emily, we're glad to see you on The Voice.
Yes, it's very nice to see you.
Very exciting. I will answer your response as soon as I get a few free minutes. The Writer's Voice is a writing site where we write 500 words to prompts, and I'm the picture prompts, and I'm the prompt mistress there. So Emily has joined us and waded into the water, so to speak, and did a really good job. So we're glad to have her. But anyway, I digress. Welcome to.
We don't have any
new returning viewers. We do not have any new members, but we do want to welcome back those of you who are returning and to watch us, and those who view us who maybe haven't joined our group yet. If you haven't joined our group, we'd love to have you. Please check out the Ravelry thread.
I worked last night, so actually my hair looks fairly decent for just rolling out of bed this time. Yay! It's probably because I slept sitting up today. It's probably why my back doesn't like me too much.
Please let us know if this looks a little too washed out or dark. We have the windows open. It's pretty bright outside, so it looks a little different to me.
The thing is, I still think this is the best lip.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying that it might be that we might want to have these closed and have the side ones open so we're not washed out. So if you think that we're too dark or something, let us know. We'll figure out what we have to do to fix it a little bit, because it wasn't this way before.
And get your drinks.
Yes, get your drinks.
I have a frap.
I have chai tea.
I allow myself one frappuccino a day.
Okay, Podiversary Yarn. We have had a few people, a fair number of people buy the yarn. Huh?
In a cup?
Yes. Buy the Podiversary Yarn. We have another, I think it's another week, maybe a little over a week, where you can get the yarn. It is a very pretty yarn. It has all different bases and weights. I believe she has does she have a sparkle yarn?
You know, I didn't notice.
I don't know if she has a sparkle yarn. You'd have
I
to
don't
check
generally like working sparkle yarn, so
Me either, so I don't usually. But she has, sock weight and bulky and worsted and DK. And this is the yarn, in case you are new to the group or to the podcast. This is our Podiversary yarn.
I plurked about it.
In the colors, it's just
it's showing up pretty well, I think.
The Podiversary yarn. It's blue in the center, going out to purple, and then into the reds. It's a gradient yarn. This particular yarn, I think, has either 590 or 560 yards. It's a big cake of yarn, and we are going to do a knit crochet along probably the middle of July through the middle of August, I think we said.
I think we said something like that.
So it bumps up against the toy along that we start up for Christmas. Christmas.
There's still some time.
If you'd like to do this with us, there's still some time to order this from Kimberly R. She has her Etsy shop.
Oh, you wanted to tell Kim that after if not enough people order.
Yeah. I don't know if she's watching, Kimberly. I will tell her, though.
Yeah.
So please, if you do want to, first of all, I want to thank everybody who has purchased the yarn. It'll be a lot of fun when we do this together.
I'm so excited.
I really am.
I'm going to be working Zuzu's petals for the first time in that yarn.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the red because it's my favorite color. So if I don't get to the blue, it's not a big bummer.
Yeah, she's starting from the red. I'm going to start from the blue. I'm making a shawl. It is the, I think I still have it in here. The Serafina shawl is what I'm going to make out of this. And then I'm going to make Stacey Trock's Fresh Stitches, Amigurumi Cliff the Brontosaurus, and a worsted weight in this. So please, if you have something, it could be a partial project, it can be a full project, it can be a worsted, a sock, a whatever project, knitted or crocheted. If you want to join us for that approximately month-long Cal. You get the yarn for another week or so. Just check out the Podiversary. I think it says PNH Podiversary Yarn, and it's underneath the pictures that Kimberly posted. There's a little, I think it says here, and you press it, and it takes you to the pre-order form. And like I said, you have about a week, so we'd love to have you join us.
What I would say would be nice is, now I'm just spitballing here, but if for this particular cow, because we're not giving as much time as we normally do for cows, if we have like an FO thread and a whip thread, so that way
Sure. If you don't finish it, especially
if you don't finish it, you still have a chance to win.
Especially since a couple of people are doing either all or part of sweaters.
Yeah, and that would just be really sad if you take part and you aren't able to. Because a month's not a long time to do it.
Right.
I don't know if I could finish these petals in a month.
Well, they could put the whips and the FOs in the same thread.
Yeah, let's do that.
And that way,
works.
If we decide we haven't worked out the
and then people won't. If I draw the same project twice,
right.
I just won't count it.
Right, and that, because we haven't worked out the details of that yet.
But because I hate the idea that we only have a month-long thread.
Right.
That's all knit along with our yarn. It'd be really sad for people not to be able to win something.
So we'd love to have you. Please, if you haven't had the chance to order the yarn and you would like to, you need to maybe mosey on over there and do it because we only have about a week.
Oh, Mom, I heard someone actually say tick-a-lock.
Tick-a-lock.
Yes, it was so funny.
Tick-a-lock.
It was so funny.
Tick-a-lock.
It was so funny. It made me laugh because she was referencing Andy Griffith, one of my patients. She's like, "Oh, she's tick-a-lock." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't heard that in forever. That's an Andy Griffith reference." She's like, "I'm like Barney Fife." She's like, "Yeah."
Okay, so that's enough of that. Please do check out that if you are so inclined. We'd love to have you with us. We will move right along.
How many whips do you have?
I have 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, 3.
Dos, tres, cuatro. Okay, I had to start. I'm gonna go backwards. Yes.
How will we know the difference? You won't know the difference. We won't know the difference. We'll never know the difference. Mr. Roberts!
Mr. Roberts!
Check out Mr. Roberts. It's a great movie. Henry Fonda, Jack Lemmon, Ward Bond.
Oh, Ward Bond's never.
The ubiquitous Ward Bond.
I like that word. I don't hear ubiquitous. Very often.
The first time I heard it, her grandpa, my father, was using it in reference to pigs. The ubiquitous
Now,
pig.
did he use it correctly? Because Grandpa doesn't always use words correctly. Nor does he pronounce them correctly.
He did pronounce it correctly. I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
Whip.
So, this is almost finished with it. I've just, gone and I don't want to work right now on this mode. This is Thomas. This is Amigurumi Teddy Bear Theo by Kate E. Hancock. Psst, everyone, it's available on Ravelry now. It's very awesome and happy. It's by Kate E. Hancock, who's Patrick Moose. I used a USH hook, and I used Knit Picks.
Bravo Worsted.
Thank you. I had a brain fart. Bravo Worsted.
Good yarn.
Very nice yarn. It is really just about finished. I have done all the pieces. I'm in the middle of one of the legs, and then I have the stomach patch to do.
So, I'm looking forward to doing this, but I have other things to finish first.
The foot is huge!
It's
you know what? It'll look like this. I'm laughing at my foot.
Well, mine's going to look like that when I make it, too. And it looks adorable when it's finished. It's just funny right now. It's going to be perfect.
There's the body.
Are you doing the thread through?
I beg your pardon?
To hold the legs together, or are you going to sew it?
I'm going to, because I'm not doing the movable legs.
Oh, okay.
Because this is for baby. I'll do the movable legs for me.
Yeah, I'm going to do that for me. One for Grandma, too.
Here's the head. I'm not in a toy mood right now. I don't know why. So this hasn't. I sat there to myself and I was like, you know, the baby's not gonna be born until like January.
You don't do the toy long.
Yeah. So I'm not. It'll be finished before the toy long. I just am in a sweater mood right now, and I don't feel like.
And it's no reflection on Katie's patterns.
Oh no, I love Katie's patterns.
And I know her name is not Katie, it's Kate, but I always call her Katie because
I love Kate's patterns.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's me just not wanting to do obligation projects right now.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to pick up the sleeves for the baby sweater right now either. I didn't work on it this week. But
she didn't want to, she didn't have to, she's telling you.
Exactly. Here is the head. It's gonna be a big toy.
That's awesome.
Well, I did crocheted eyes.
Are you having issues? Do you require assistance?
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's one in the middle. Okay, here's the other foot that I'm working on. Here's the muzzle. I love this dark brown.
It's so pretty. It's hard to work with though, isn't it?
No, I don't find that. Here's one arm, and I have it marked right arm because it does make a difference. Here's the head. It's in my Cloverbird Llama Bag. If I'm using a bag, most likely it's Cloverbird.
Except when it's not.
Well, yeah, obviously. Here's my left arm. Or the toys are left arm, rather.
Let's be specific. Be specific, as you used to say.
Here are the two eyelids. I got an impression. Remember Lady Hawk where she's holding the...
Yeah, but she does it like this.
Yeah, she just sort of does that and then drops it in his hand. But it's not little eyelids. It's the mask and
the thing that goes around
the beak.
The beak? Yeah, I guess that's what it was.
Lady Hawk, very good movie.
Mm-hmm. The music's horrible, but the movie's great.
Here is the meow. Here's an ear or a tail, one or the other. They're the same. I think the other one is still in the bag. Oh, here. Got ears, 2 ears, and a tail, all the same.
Got 2 ears, 1, 2. They help you hear. 1, 2.
I crocheted the eyes. I just used the same yarn that I used for the baby sweater to make 2 green.
You have black in the middle?
Yes. Awesome. And the nose is tied to it right now. There we go. And yeah, all the pieces and parts. Like I said, I have very little left to do. I only want to work on projects for myself right now.
Must be contagious.
Your turn.
I don't want to do much of anything. I'm forcing myself. I want to finish things, but
she doesn't want to actually put the work in the finishing.
I want to be done with it. My hair's a mess.
It's okay. I love you anyway. We can't all have gray hair. I
love gray hair. Great. Anyway,
person.
I'm not in a toy mood either, and 2 of my projects are toys. And I know everybody's going, ah, but I'm going to start with the Sedna, which is what I've been working on. If I can find it. I have it in my Lois Beethoven Love Bag.
Okay, you're going to notice the trend. She does a lot of Lois bags. I do a lot of Cloverbird bags.
It depends, though. I have a good mixture of bags.
I'm not a very good mixture. I'm kind of like obsessive.
I am waiting for Denise to get my fabric because she's going to make me a special bag. Can't wait. I told her to take her time. I have been working this, usually when I go to adoration. For those of you who aren't Catholic, that's going to visit Jesus in the chapel for an hour, where he is exposed in the Blessed Sacrament.
Although you can go for less than an hour.
You can go, but not for the adoration hour. That's an hour.
Yeah.
I went for an hour, and I usually do it for an hour on Mondays and an hour and a half on Fridays. And when I'm done with the prayers that I have, that I set myself to say, I sit down and I usually knit or crochet on something that I'm working on for somebody so I can pray for the people who are receiving the gift. And this is for Davina. and it's kind of bunched up. I keep saying I'm gonna put these on a different cord or
Sometimes
whatever.
it doesn't matter though, because I have things on a
Yeah, this you can see here.
Actually, I think that's a good size cord for it.
I think this is a 32 or 40 or something cord.
Because it's not really that bunched up.
It feels like it's bunched up, but you can see it's starting to actually look like a shawl, which is nice. Tell you when you pull down that bottom a little bit, please.
It's just that it's stockinette, Mom.
It
just curly.
Curls like crazy.
Yeah, that's stockinette. It's going to do it no matter what you
But I do feel like I'm making progress on it, which is nice. And my husband and I are celebrating our 30th anniversary.
Fly away, fly, flappy, 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 flappy.
We are celebrating our
Looks
30th
like a bird. Flappy,
anniversary next week. Well, the day after, it'll be Tuesday of next week. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary, and we're going to head out Kimberly's way. Although Kimberly won't be there, Falkland won't be there when I get there. Going to Florida.
She runs away screaming.
Yeah, she's going to Alabama. So we're going to Florida
Alabama?
to spend our anniversary for a week. So Talia might be podcasting by herself, but this might be going with me because it's not too heavy and it's not too big a project. I'm working this. It's called The Colorful Dreams of Sedna Shawl by Marlene Links, and it's for Davina. I'm using US 6s, not US 4s, and a 32-inch cord. The yarn is Plymouth Yarn Stiletto Sock Yarn in the Nemours Rainbow Colorway. And I have
think of Nimoy.
Yeah, and it has the crocheted edging. I have a skein of orange No Makers yarn, and that's going to be the edging because Davina just likes that. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Alrighty, I guess that it is my turn.
It is your turn.
Right. Let's look and see. So I'm actually going to talk about what project I've got on my hands right now. I'm just deciding to be that way. In my only non-pullover bag sitting with me at the moment, in my Slip Stitch Studios bag, I like using these for color work. It is the red knitting sheets bag. I have my flash square. Rose Bob. Well, this is it's all Rose Bob's fault.
Tell her to read the message on the
superhero blanket.
She got called out.
And you said that you need to update your knowledge of superheroes, so I provided Wikipedia links to every superhero that I'm doing a square of just for you, Rose.
So get reading.
I'm pretty sure that most people know about Green Lantern and Flash. Nightwing might be the news flash for most people. So
depends on how into comics they are.
Yeah. So each time I start a new square, I will just add a new reference. Because that's how I roll.
Oh, and that reminded me, really has nothing to do with her squares except that she mentioned Rose Bob. I wanted to say thank you to a couple people have let us know that they received their packages. I think it was Diane. I think it was Farm Wife 99.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Diane who let us know she got her yarn. So I'm glad, and I hope everybody else has gotten their yarns or is in the process. I know our British contingent will be waiting for a little while.
Yeah.
But it is coming. We sent it out. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tanya.
Now to go on with our normal
Regular
scheduled program. So I'm using Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in various different colorways.
Looks like red and yellow to me.
Here's Flash. As you can see, the yellow has begun for his little lightning bolt. Actually, is it the right way around?
I don't know. I think
yes.
Yeah. This is back.
Yeah. So it is here. It has begun. Doesn't look like much right now, but at least I have the red and the yellow.
Looks nice.
So it's fun. I haven't been working on it quite as much because I've been working on other things. But it has gotten some love.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, my next project is my Pinky the Elephant project, which was a gift to me. It's the Elephant pattern by Julie King. It was a gift from Kathy, who is Cat B 913 Knit Nerd from the Knit Nerd podcast group and podcast. I have it in my Clover Bird sweater bag. Chai tea. I love this bag.
Even though it has coffee on it, it was meant to be chai tea.
Chai tea.
And the inside looks like chai tea.
It does. It looks like tea on the inside.
Although it might look a little like my frap.
No, it looks like chai tea. I did a fair amount on this, and then I decided to stop because I found out, I don't know how I skipped it in the pattern. It asked me to put the eyes on, and I'm like, well, they have like the little eye rounds that you stick the eye through, like little rounds that you crochet. And I'm like, she didn't make any. Does that mean I have an option to do it? And I skipped it. So I decided I'm going to make that first, and then I'll go back and put the eyes in. I'm not going to show you the body again, but I made quite a bit of progress.
Well, what if they haven't seen the body before?
Okay, let me show the body. Why? This is the body, this way. And this is marking for something or other, to attach something. I have to look, but that's marking. And then this is part of the head, and you can see that the trunk has been partially stuffed. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to do what it's supposed to do. We'll see. I'm not really.
It already looks kind of like.
And I've got marked where the eyes are going to go, but I stopped because I have to put the eyes in, and I don't have the rounds made yet, so I have to make that. But like Talia said, I'm kind of not really wanting to do this right now. It has nothing to do with the pattern. It has nothing to do with anything.
No, the patterns are great that we're trying to work. It's just
I love
toy mood.
I still love toys. I still love this pattern. I just don't want to do it right now. I think I'm just kind of, I don't know.
It's going spurts in. I don't know about you, but I just don't want to count that much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of counting with toys.
I just don't want. I want to be able to sit here
and mindlessly
and go bop 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 bing bop 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 bop. You know, just
bing.
Yes,
bing,
like a typewriter.
Bing.
That's what Kathy said, and I blame this on Kathy. I really do, because she got the typewriter in my head. I haven't thought about a typewriter in ages because I use a word processor now. But she was saying about the long row on one of her projects and how it's like kind of going to the end and going ching like that. Except it doesn't go that fast, and you have to go back. You have to turn it around and do whatever. And I don't know, it takes too much time. I don't want to.
There's nothing to do with the project.
It has nothing to do with the project. I just don't want to do anything that requires me to do anything.
It's really weird. I want to work sweaters in the summer, and in the winter I want to work toys.
Well, it's prep to get to the fall, you know. I put everything in my Talia's M&M bags. I love M&M. I love M&M, and yes, I do. Okay, go ahead.
I'm thinking of
I forgot to say what
Benning.
I was using. Oh yes. Well, Benning's another story. Benning is a writing friend, and he's special, and his M&Ms are special, and that's all we're going to say about that.
Benning equals M&Ms.
Yes, well,
somehow.
Sometimes. Not when it comes. I fight it for the blue ones.
Oh, okay.
But I'm using on this project here. I'm using on the Elephant an F hook. And Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn in the rose and the variegated, which I think is something mocha. I forget what it is exactly, but so anyway, I'm enjoying it, but just don't feel like working on it too much right now.
So now it's me on the one I'm working on that is very second. This is, I didn't feel like working this one for a while, and then all of a sudden it clicked, and now it's all I want to work on. Go figure. This is Jewel Magic it's the Rip It Pattern Cow by Joy McMillan. I am using UN6 needles and laying yarn.
I have witnesses to mom abuse.
Podiversary in the Jowl Magic. It's laying yarns Jowl Magic Degrade in the colorway 60 Rust gold forest, and wine.
I'm trying to have a simple drink of my chai tea, and you see what happens?
Oh, I have food. Um. Anyway, I am using US 6 needles. I'm not sure if you got any of the details of that.
It's not really important.
No, it's not.
It's turning out really well.
Although it's really smushed around because I have a small, I think I'm using
a 24.
A 24, yeah. Because I was afraid with the cast on that would be stretched too much. And actually it was really stretched to get on this cast on. I think it was actually 32.
It looks really pretty. It's got a nice open. Are you going to block this or are you just going to leave it?
I haven't decided yet.
Look if that would be too rough against your skin.
Look at that color.
It is so pretty. Very fall, autumn.
And I'm starting the next set of green. And I've memorized the pattern. It's a free pattern, which equals awesome. It's made particularly for variegated yarn to show off the color. Not variegated, for gradients or self-striping, whatever, to show off the yarn.
Probably work well with the variegated too. It doesn't have too much of a pattern. Although, I don't know, maybe not.
So, I'm really enjoying this. It's nice and mindless. And I get little rewards with color changing. So, anything mindless is nice right now. I don't mind lace so much even. And I'm not a lace fan. So that is this project.
Okay, that brings me to what I am working on. I haven't been working much on because I left my pattern in the other room. It's not that I already memorized the pattern, but in order to keep track of the count, I don't want to finish this row because I don't remember what row I'm on, and then I won't know where I'm at. So this is the Augustine Baby Blanket Project from the Be My Valentine Throw Pattern by Rosanna Beck. And this is going really well. I've memorized the pattern. I just need to keep track of when I change the colors. Made a lot of progress. You can see all the ends I need to weave in. The color's actually turning out pretty well, isn't it? Looks pretty good.
Yes, it is.
And you can see the squares a lot better now, where the hearts are going to go. And they're not going to go in every block. The hearts are going to go in 13 blocks. Ouch. Something wrong with you.
It's called sleep deprivation.
So this is moving along quite quickly. I'd say I'm about maybe a third of the way through. There is a there is an edging that goes on it.
Oops is on my bed. But he's alone. He doesn't have to sit
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. You're in trouble.
I got rid of a couple of my toys.
She got rid of Soot, and I'm not happy with her.
Well, here's the story.
No. Pick a lock. Pick a lock.
Soot went to a good home. A coworker, a former coworker,
Soot was mine.
No, he wasn't.
Soot was mine.
A former coworker was leaving healthcare to she has a 5-year-old and I forget how old her other one is. And she has one in the oven. And she's leaving healthcare to be a full-time mom and eventually homeschool. So she's very devoted to her kids, and you could tell she really loves her kids. As a going away present, everyone else, brought food and this and the other thing. And I found 3 of my toys and gave them to her. She was over the moon. Gave her the turtle Spike. Gave her Princess, my very large, creepy-looking chickadee, which she likes and said apparently is going to her son. I didn't tell her that the toy's name was Princess.
Prince.
I guess so. And then also Soot. And people love Soot's little face. And several people, ouch, but Kate, apparently, the turtle was a huge hit. Everyone wanted a turtle. One of my coworkers went as far as to pester me for the pattern. So I had to show her where she could find your patterns on Etsy. And while we were there at work, she bought it on her smartphone. And then proceeded to buy the seal as well.
So you have a new fan.
Yes, she is super excited. She's over the moon. She apparently is obsessed with turtles, and we'll be probably making that turtle first. So,
But anyway, that was a digression that had to be done because we love Kate. Um, but this is the blanket I'm making for James and Elizabeth, who are Talia's friends. And you have a message on your phone.
I do. I make sure that the world's not exploding.
This is, like I said, about a third of the way finished. It does have an edging to it as well, so that makes it a little bit less than a third. I will put the hearts in as soon as I finish. I don't know if I have to finish the whole thing or just the body.
It's just my reminder.
Oh, okay. So that is this. I'm enjoying this. This is my mindless one I was telling you about, but this is what I want to work because all I have to do is sit down and go nee 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 nee. Ching, yes. And it's in my lowest Monet bag. I don't care. It is my Monet bag. Yes, I know it's a Sarah bag, but Monet bag.
Okay.
Here it goes.
And then
it's made out of red heart. I love this yarn. Isn't it? No, it's Bravo worsted.
I don't know what it is.
It is Bravo worsted because that's what you're making your stuff out of. It's the same one.
Oh yes, it is.
Only mine is not worsted. It's sport weight.
Yes. I'm sleepy.
Oh, and they were having a sale.
Yes, they
on
were.
The sport weight. I mean, on the Bravo worsted.
On the all Brava.
I don't know if it's still going on, but you could get a free skein. So I got when we were doing the autism awareness, and I was going to do the blanket that Michelle gave me and another blanket. I picked up some yarn, and I don't think I had enough, so I went back and got an extra skein of each, plus 2 of the blue that they finally got in, and 2 of the turquoise and of another blue that's new. So I was happy. I got a free skein, and I got because the yarn is not expensive. It's very inexpensive. It was like $2.99 a skein, and I think I paid $30 or $32 for like 14 skeins of yarn or something like that with shipping and handling because I had one skein that was free.
And I was bad. I bought a sweater's worth of red yarn.
Yeah, like she needs more red yarn.
Like I need more sweaters worth. But it's $40 tops. I bought basically a $40 sweater.
And I gave her. I didn't give it to her, but I told her about a class that's really cool.
Oh yes, it's a craftsy class. I didn't get the sale, but I still picked it up. It was mending sweaters, or
it's like altering your sweaters.
How to basically, if your sweaters are not fitting anymore, how to make your knit sweaters fit.
Right. Repairing them and knitting them.
Yeah.
I have it in my wish list, but I'm not at that point yet.
It's really awesome. I started listening to it. This was my craftsy week because
Craftsy has another sale of yarn. I haven't gone to look because I don't want to.
Well, it wasn't. What was that?
We just had a bird run into the window.
Was that what that was?
Yeah. It kind of went bing, ching, ching.
Wow.
Yeah. They do that occasionally. I think it was a blue jay. Maybe.
Oh, well, that explains it.
Our blue jays are mean. They're like our kamikaze birds. They chase my cardinals off the bird feeder all the time.
Well, as long as they don't chase that little
the finch or whatever.
Yeah, the cute little yellow one or the bright blue one.
Mm-hmm.
Might punch them in their birdie throats if they do that. I'm trying to find.
Then you have the grackles. They just sit there and scare the blue jays off.
Yes,
big old bullies.
Well, someone needs to scare the blue jays off.
I don't like bullies.
Bully bird. I see them wearing like it's really short.
The bully bear.
Yes. I just want to find that craftsy class because we're running well under time. So I just want to check out the craftsy class.
Nobody sees anything to do.
It is called. Let's see. Oh, okay.
It's not doing it.
Okay. Classes and workshops. So it's just showing the one that I did most recently.
You did one after that?
No, I didn't buy one. It shows the one I took most recently.
Oh.
Because I did. Remember, I picked up the basic knit one because I wanted to a refresher on weaving.
I have that one. That one's good.
It is the.
Yeah, there's an alphabetical order or something?
No, sweater surgery.
Yeah, sweater surgery. That's what it is. It looks like a really, really good course.
It is. Another good course that they have is mastering zipper techniques.
And the button band.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Mastering Zipper Techniques is a sewing one. The button bands one is the one that it's button bands and buttonholes, and that's really good as well. So this is my craftsy class week.
Okay, do you have one more?
I do, in fact. And surprise, surprise, considering that I'm talking about how much, I'm in non-toy mood, for me that means I'm automatically in sweater mood. In one of my many Clover Bird bags, this is the Llama Bag.
Creepy Llama Bag.
Llama.
Creepy Llama.
Look, she's looking at you.
Creepy Llama. That was not the creepy one, though.
Look, Mom called her creepy.
No, that's not the creepy one.
They all have the same face. Let's have that one. All of the same face except this one. I think she's being biased and calling this poor little guy creepy. You know why he looks so proud of himself? Because he's the only male one with all these pretty girls.
Yes.
He feels like a stud.
Or think he does.
Mr. Little Stud Muffin.
Oh, there's another one.
Oh, is there another one? Well, he doesn't feel like such a stud muffin anymore then. Maybe he doesn't know about the other one on the other side. Okay. So, some of you might not have seen this project before. Because I started it, about a year ago?
I don't know. Which one is it?
It is my Legolas Project.
Oh, yeah, that's about 6 or 8 months ago.
It's one of the first sweaters I started. Excuse me. It's a Vivian pattern by Yasala Teague, working for me using in size 36, which is my size, using, US 9 Knit Picks Interchangeable Circulars. And I'm using Stonehenge Fiber Mills Shepherd's Wool in loose spruce colorway. And I found that as I've become more experienced as a nurse, as a knitter, this has become a lot easier.
It's so pretty. Love the cables.
I am not, in fact, pulling Lindsay.
I'm very disappointed. I missed pulling Lindsay's because Lindsay is not podcasting.
So, I'm just going to show it far away first. This is the back. And here.
But you can't see the cute little stitch markers on the back. They jump the fence.
You see all the cables? The cably happiness? There's like 3 charts.
Yeah.
But really, once you get used to the charts, it's not that bad.
Seed stitch on the bottom? That seed stitch on the bottom?
It's seed stitch here in the back, in this back panel here, and seed stitch in between the cables. So I'm very happy. Actually, this is my first project I did seed stitch for. This is my first project with cables, my first project with seed stitch. This project was a lot of firsts for me. It's interesting to see if it'll fit or not when I'm done, because I'm sure my knitting tension has changed since I started. I'm hoping it'll fit. I hope I do the gauge swatch correctly. If not, this could be cause for weeping. I figure, though, if there's adjustment I need to make one way or another, I can maybe do a button band instead of...
Oh, you got the sweater surgery class.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sweater surgery might be a little harder on them with cables.
Well, they'll tell you how to do it, I'm sure.
I hope I don't have to get to that point. I'd like to have buttons instead of a zipper.
I need to take a look at that class. I have a really pretty sweater that I did not make. It has a hood on the back of it. And somewhere along the line, I think I was in Boston traveling with my husband on a business trip, and I think it got caught on a hanger or something, and there's a hole. And I would like to see if they could tell me how to fix that. Because it's pretty.
You reclaim me, right? That's how you fix it.
It's not wish to reclaim it.
Very, very happy. I know where there's mistakes in here. I know where I started my seed stitch with a purl where I should have started with a knit, but no one else will be able to tell.
It looks pretty.
And it looks really happy. So, I'm glad to be working on this again. This will probably be my day off knitting in front of the TV. I mean, I don't pay too much attention to TV when I'm knitting on this, but...
Noise.
Yes. That's all for clothes.
I do want to talk a little bit about...
It's all for whips. I have it.
Yeah, I don't have any FOs. Do you have any FOs?
Yes, I do.
You better do that first.
Okay, let me take a drink of my drink. You know I have an
Do I, in fact?
CFO. No, it is an FO. It's a finished. Is this not a finished object?
No, it's an empty object.
It is finished.
I have a finished object. Here's my finished object.
finished.
I'm not going to turn it upside down, though. It'll drip. Drip on that. You're going to clean it up.
It's closed. Besides, you dripped on my thingy.
I cleaned it up.
Still doesn't look
And
good.
it was 50,000 years ago. So
50,000, huh?
yes.
The aloha. It's
Yes.
finished.
Oh, that it looks so pretty.
It needs to be blocked,
It looks so pretty.
but it's finished.
Turned out very well. I like those buttons. I think that was a good choice.
It fits very well. You did an amazing job, Mel, with designing this.
It's very soft. I didn't think it was going to be this soft. It's very soft.
I need to block it, and I should probably add one of my tags to the back.
Yes.
But it's finished. I'm very happy with it.
Very pretty. If you want to see it on her, look on Facebook. It's there.
Or on Ravelry.
It's on the Ravelry page.
I love it very much.
Very pretty.
So it needs to be blocked. I'm going to block it very lightly because it fits very nicely right now. Just enough that it's not so obvious where I will with my ends.
Right.
Because I can see. I mean, you just really stare at it. Right there.
Yeah.
That's really why I got into Stephanie Chappelle classes. Because I never liked the way I weave an end. But, yep, good. I'm happy.
Good job.
I'll probably wear this for a retreat in September.
Provided it's not too hot. You never can
It
tell.
will not be too hot.
Yeah, you never can tell in
I mean,
September in Ohio.
I'd want to wear it then.
Yes.
And then I will wash it and wear it for the Fiber Festival as well.
Yes. I'm getting the urge to pick up my blue sweater again, and maybe I can finish that by then. We'll see. Probably not, but we'll see. I've got a gazillion things I want to do. I don't have any finished objects, except for my cup of tea. I did want to talk a little bit about one next on the needles in particular. Some of you our longtime viewers may have recognized this yarn. I was thinking about getting rid of it. It's Black Sheep Dye Works. I still have it there. Yeah, I know I did this. Yes, it's Black Sheep Dye Works, 1,600 yards of a light lace weight. So it's a cobweb almost. You can see how thin this is. Okay, it is beautiful, beautiful, like a peacock colorway. And I tried working with it on something, and I just got really frustrated with it, and I kind of broke my heart because I was going to have to get rid of it. And then I went, and this is going to kind of buttress into stash enhancement. I went and I looked for...
I'm not sure if you used that correctly. Buttress into?
But into.
Yeah, because I don't think buttress works. That's an architectural structure.
Yes, it is. I know what it is.
You used that wrong.
I did not, in fact, mean to use it that way.
You used it
anyway, now that the interruptions have finished, this is the pattern. It's a cobweb shawl, and I think it takes up to about 1,200 yards. It's called The Mist, and it's by, it's been adapted for crochet by Helene Marcy. The original pattern is an Annette Pallavi, I think her name is, or Pallavi design. And it looks really simple, which is good, because I think this is the other project I want to take with me to Florida. And I don't want to have to be worried about it. And I think the simple pattern will really look nice with this yarn. And so I'm hoping that I can get some use out of this yarn now instead of having to give it away.
Don't work it from the center skein.
No,
from what I understand,
from the outside.
Bad
Absolutely. For lace, you have to work from the outside. I've read that as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this turns out. Yeah, that's I might as well tell you my other stash enhancement while I'm here. Do you have stash enhancement?
I do not.
Okay.
Because I am a good girl.
This is by the same designer. The same designer and the same adapting from knitting to crochet person. It's called A Striped Life, and it's a shawl. And it kind of reminds me of the one that Talia got from Michelle, who is
and I love that shawl. I almost wore it today, but it wasn't quite It's chilly in our house.
I don't know
What's
if
the
you
point
can
of
see
staying
this.
warm?
It's kind of dark, but it's got kind of a closed-in, very kind of dense center pattern, and then it's got a lace edging, and it looks. This one, I believe, is more either it's in sock weight or it's in light worsted. And I was thinking that would be nice to wear when I'm a little chilly, and I want something that keeps me warm but doesn't. I don't want to get overheated. So this one might be showing up later, but this is here for stash enhancement. This other one is here because I think I'm going to start it in the very near future, like maybe sometime today, even if I get the chance. So do you have any next on the needles?
Nope, that's it. I mean, really, I'm trying to finish things.
Okay.
I have sweaters I want to start, but I'm not going to. I'm going to focus on my Vivian sweater, the green cabled one, and I'm going to finish this thing here. And I'm just going to try to finish stuff.
That's basically what I'm going to do too, except for this because I wanted something I could take with me. I'd like to get my blue sweater back out and see if I can finish that, but other than that, I'm trying not to start anything else until we hit like the toy along and the cow that we're doing and the bee leaf pie shawl, things like that.
Now, just because I'm trying not to start things doesn't mean I will end up starting things.
Oh no, I make no promises.
I get
there.
the urge,
yeah.
But I'm trying to finish stuff.
Trying to and doing it are two different things. But before we do sign off, I do have some fairly good news. I finished the edits on my novel, Prophecy Fulfilled, and I sent it off to Tuscany Press. They are having a contest, and it's not just the winners that might be picked up for a contract, so I'm hoping that it does well. So prayers and good thoughts would be much appreciated, but I'm excited because that's gone and I can start something new.
Now it's back into the creative process instead of the monkey work.
I need to figure out, I need to work on the shared story, and I need to figure out which of my back burner stories to start on now. And I probably should start thinking about what I'm going to do for Nano.
I like Finler's story.
Yeah, I figured you might.
And that one won't feel as much like editing to you.
Well, the problem is that I need to finish Air Search because...
But that's gonna after this huge editing period you had. Do you really want to work on something that's
well? I need to flush out Savin and Lorana and stuff for the shared story.
The shared story will flush them. Shared story flushed mine just fine.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I might do that because that's another one that's kind of redemption. But anyway.
Or another one that might be fun if you don't do Fumer Rabka story.
That's not Rabka's story.
The Rabka's one I like.
Rabka's not the focus.
I know, but I like Rabka.
That's my Guardian, Gifts of the Guardian series.
Couldn't give I don't really care about your other two characters. I just like Rabka. I like Rabka.
Something wrong with you. Rabka's my villain. Well,
she's
sort
not
of.
quite.
We can't tell him anything else.
No.
Yeah, Rabka's...
Sorry, she has a cool name.
She's special, but she also has something... she has a bee in her bonnet. Yeah. That's putting it a bit mildly.
Okay,
So, yeah.
I think this is where we close out.
Yeah, I think so, because I think that's all they want to know about my writing and stuff like that. Do you have any writing?
I just the 500 Club.
Go ahead.
And that was a little bit different than my normal writing, but...
Oh, I did a 500 Club, too. I forgot about that, yeah.
So, actually, you mentioned at the beginning, when you welcomed Emily to the 500 Club.
Did I say I wrote something?
Oh. I
must have, because I think she said she commented on it. So, that was this week, yeah.
But, yeah. That's all I really have to say.
Yeah, and if anybody is in the Florida area, the Orlando area, if you can let me know if there's anything that would be worth going to see. I don't know how much time my husband and I will have to actually go because I know we're going to be doing things for our anniversary. But if you think there's something special, maybe we can try.
Which anniversary?
30th.
30th.
Yeah, we're celebrating, yes, our 30th anniversary.
Gosh, that's like forever. Ancient.
We're older than dirt.
Ancient. Before time itself.
Aqua just hit you in the head.
Well, he's before that even.
Yes. Yeah. Long story. If you want to know about Aqua, you'll have to PM me and I'll tell you about Aqua. But
because he's not even written yet. He isn't. We don't even have any pieces of him yet.
I
He's
guess,
all in our
I
head,
guess he is.
our collective head.
Well, he's my character.
But
yes.
you know what I mean. He only lives there. He's not actually on paper yet.
Yeah.
I don't think I even have a piece with him and Kreml sketched out anywhere.
I think we have at least one.
No,
No.
we don't. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He's still alive too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should probably not say any more about him.
Yes. Okay, so
we should say goodbye because we're blabbering.
Yes.
Yeah. Please, just another plug for Kimberly R. If you do want to join us in the Podiversary celebration Cal, you can get the yarn from Kimberly, but you have to go through our pre-order, which is on our PHN Podiversary Yarn thread, I believe it is, for the Pen, Hook, and Needles yarn. So we hope to have you join us because we're going to have fun.
And obviously we're tired and rambling. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. I will see you next week. Mom will not be here.
Sad face. 2 weeks. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Sad face. Okay. Alrighty. Have a great week.
God bless.
God bless. Bye-bye.